The ayes have it. The House comes now to questions for oral answer. Question number 1 in the name of Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And my question is to the Minister of Finance and asks, how does the outlook for New Zealand economy compare with other developed countries?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, reasonably good. New Zealand businesses are confident and backing themselves despite some global uncertainty. Exporters who were forced to become more efficient when the exchange rate was around 88 cents are now able to reap the rewards of a much lower exchange rate. The manufacturing sector has notched up 40 straight months of expansion, and the services sector that makes up 70% of the economy has been growing at the fastest level in 7 years. Treasury forecast growth will be around 3% over the next 2 years, similar to Australia and a bit faster than US, Canada and the UK.
Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question, Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi.
How is the positive economy outlook translating into more jobs and higher income for New Zealand families?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, in the last year, the annual average wage increased by 3.1%, much faster than inflation. And by 2020, at moderate rates of increase, it'll reach over $63,000. Against this background, the government announced an increase in the minimum wage yesterday, up 50 cents an hour to $15.25 an hour, which will directly benefit over 150,000 workers. This 3.4% increase in the minimum wage is significantly more than the cost of living increase, which is 0.1%.
Order. Order. Supplementary question, Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What risks are there to New Zealand's economic outlook?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, with a reasonable pace of growth and real wage rises for many New Zealanders, domestic results are reasonably strong despite ongoing wobbles in the global economy. There's uncertainty around the impact of US interest rate hikes, risks around European banks, and always some uncertainty about the nature of the changes in the Chinese economy. However, New Zealand is relatively well positioned to deal with what we would regard as the normal spread of risk in the global economy.
Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question, Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi.
What steps is the government taking to mitigate risk and continue to support a growing economy?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr. Speaker, one way this government and previous governments have taken steps to mitigate risks is through the negotiation of a network of free trade agreements. The importance of the TPP is so high because it gives us better access to 800 million customers in 11 countries and account for 36% of the global economy. We believe the benefits that have been calculated for this agreement are conservative based on the success of the most recent free trade agreement negotiated by the previous Labor government, the Chinese Free Trade Agreement.
Question number 2.